Hello my gorgeous makeup loving friends. Okay, so we're in a slightly different location. I didn't feel like filming up in the spare room, partly because this video requires a certain amount of room. Lockdown. Yeah, I said it. I said it. It has affected a lot of us in a lot of different ways, and I think we can all agree that pre-lockdown I bought a lot of things makeup wise. I could never exactly be accused of being a person who was frugal in terms of their spending on makeup, but lockdown seemed to somewhat exacerbate it. So this video is actually essentially my lockdown shame. So all of the things that I've ended up buying during this lockdown period, some of it has been stuff that I ordered a while ago, like pre-lockdown, but that has arrived. But I figured, look, I'll do one big haul, I'll show you that. Some of these are also gifts that were given to me for my birthday, because I turned 30 on the 3rd of May. So a certain amount of this haul is actually just like some presents as well. You're going to see some stuff that are familiar because I've already done reviews of these on my channel, but if you are interested in seeing all of the frightening amount of things that I got, then this is the video for you. So with quite a few of these, you've already seen these. So for instance, I have the Lois Cosmetics Gone Rogue palette, which I have reviewed on my channel. I will put the links to the videos down in the description box if you happen to be interested in watching them. It looks like this, and it's what I currently have on my eyes today. It's a beautiful palette. I don't regret getting that at all. It's fabulous quality. I also, when I was on Melt Cosmetics, or not Melt Cosmetics, Lois Cosmetics, it's because I read Metal and I read it as Melt. The day is going well. This is the Rose Metal palette. It's much more neutral, but there's like kind of burgundies and kind of cranberry shades in there. So I got that as well. I regret nothing except my lack of finances. I also got the Nabla palette. It's part of the Cutie collection, and this was the Wild Berry palette. Again, I reviewed that. It's very much my kind of tones, purples. This shade is something special. I think it's Alchemy 2.0. It's beautiful. Ended up buying it for Rebecca, who has her own channel. Again, I will link her down below. I also got Lethal Cosmetics Jolina palette, and it looks like this. Performed really nicely. I have no regrets on that particular purchase. Not that I have any regrets really on too many of my purchases, thank the Lord. I also picked up, well, obviously a lot of things because I'm rooting for them. I got the Nabla Cupid's Arrow eyeliner in a sort of a burgundy colour, and I got a lipstick in the shade Wild Berry, which is a lovely purple, and I picked up the foundation, which was their close-up futuristic foundation, and I got it in the shade L10, which was light because I am Casper, the friendly ghost. I picked up extra bits with Lethal Cosmetics, and I got 2 liquid lips. Excuse me, I got one in Unforgiven. I keep feeling like I want to sneeze. And one in Latitude. So they're both really pretty colours. So I also again have that linked down below. I got 2 of the little bite-sized quads from Elf. And oh no, it's shattered. It's shattered. This is the green one, and it has shattered, which makes me really sad. But it's okay because it's only $3, so I can buy more. But yeah, that kind of sucks. This is why Teresa can't have nice things. And I'm about to disprove that because I have loads of nice things. I got this, the Morphe 35M, the Boss Mood palette, as a gift from the beautiful Jenny. And I mean, it's beautiful. I used this in a recent video on my Ask Me Anything as a Psychologist. And I thought it was really, really nice. I obviously had to try it more to play with it, but I was quite impressed with it. Hello, Cece. The cat has just joined us, so that's where we're at the moment. And I had the original Stacey Marie palette, but I hadn't gotten the XL Pro, and it was on sale with Be Perfect. So I ended up getting that along with 2 sets of lashes. So one is, let me see, does it say the style? No, it doesn't seem to, or maybe it does. Inspire, and yeah, 2 Inspires, so that's what I ended up getting. I also went on to LA Splash and I got several of their liners. So they're basically, one side is a black liner and then the other side is like a colour that you put on top of the black to kind of augment it. And I have it on my eyes today. Don't know how well you can see it, but they're really quite nice. I have the blue one, so I got them in the shades Potion. I got 8 because I have problems. Lumos, Divinity. I have problems. Wizardry. Salem, like the cat. Trickery. Cloak. And what was the last one? Illusion. So I got 8 of those, and along with that they also had some sort of glitter liners. They're called the LA Splash Cosmetics Wickedly Divine Smudge Proof Eyeliner, and I got those in the shades Grindy Lou or Grindy Low, Doxy, and Me Person. I don't know, it's a very strange sort of a pronunciation. You also would have seen this. It was part of my Try the Beauty box. Again, I'll link the video down below because that should be up by now. I got the Suva Rose Period eyeshadow palette. I got the Annette 69 by Beauty Creation highlighter. I got 2 lip pencils by Mirabella in the shade, I think it was at Tease and Cheeky, and I got LA Splash lip gloss, diamond lip gloss in the shade Cassiel, if I remember correctly, and these Konjac spongy things, which I'm still not 100% certain about how to use those. And well, just refer to my video on that as to what I thought of that. Don't look at my address. I then kind of, I want to say lost my mind, but I mean I lost my mind a long time ago, but ABH had a lot of kind of sales and stuff on, so I bought stuff that I originally had no intention of getting when they came out, but for some reason when they were reduced, I was like, yeah, give them to me, give them to me. I just lost all sense of self. I got the ABH Little Norvina palette. It is the volume 3. So it's like a little cherry palette. By the way, let me know out of the things that I've gotten in this haul what you would like to see videos on. So this is the volume 3. You kind of can't see in the camera because that's apparently the world, but these shades look really quite pretty. Yeah, so that's the volume 3. I got the volume 2 as well, but I got it in a collection so that you could apparently have a lot of unnecessary packaging, but why not? You can get the palette and then an eye primer, and it basically worked out a little bit cheaper. So this is what the volume 2 looks like. I love that I'm essentially doing it backwards. I'm pretty sure that's not how Norvina wanted it, but you know, this is my channel. Sauce Norvina. I mean, unless you want to give me free things, in which case I'll do whatever you want. JK. This is quite pastel-y, but I think it does look quite nice. I think I'd struggle to use this as a standalone palette. I think it would be one that I'd have to like get other palettes in on. Get them in on the action, so to speak. Which sounds, again, really damned wrong. But, I mean, is it really my channel unless I'm saying some sort of a weird innuendo? No, not really. So obviously if I got the 3 and the 2, I got the Norvina one. So it is essentially almost like a mini of the actual big Norvina one. So very purple. Yeah, I mean, it looks super cute. And obviously I didn't stop there. I ended up getting the Amrezy palette, which a lot of you are going to know what it looks like. Anyways, I think the thing that shocked me about this when I opened it, because I still haven't tried it. I know, look, don't give out to me. It is what it is. I have a problem. It's a very glittery sort of cover, and I kind of couldn't get over that I ended up with glitter all over my hands. I just thought that they'd have, I don't know, varnished it or something to sort of seal it. But this is what the palette looks like. It's very pretty, you know. Initially though, when it came out, I was like, no, it's quite neutral, I wouldn't be that bothered in it. And then I saw Make Me Up Miss It, and she just kept using it and just going, oh my god, it's amazing, it's amazing, it's amazing. And I was like, damn you. And because I am a fool, I went off and I bought it. Not that I regret it, like, I plan on using it. And like I said, if you're interested in any of these, like, let me know, I will do a video on them. I also ended up picking the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation. I picked it up in, which shade? 100N, because I think that was like the lightest shade. And I also picked up the Dewy set because, well, who doesn't want to be a bit dewy these days? In addition to that, it came with like loads of these like eye primers. So I'm like, I have a lot of these. I also got a few brushes from ABH. So I got the A26 Pro brush, which is the crease blending brush. I got the A5 Pro brush, which is the diffused crease brush. And the A3, which is the firm shader brush. I mean, I love having brushes. It's a slight problem, and they had the brushes on a deal. I also got some things on Juvia's Place, and I have bought more from them, but they aren't here yet. There's a lot of stuff that isn't going to be included in this haul, not because I'm being dishonest or anything like that, but just because they haven't arrived yet. I think we all know everything is moving a little bit slower because of COVID, and that's fine. It is what it is. I still actually have more ABH here. Not much, but you know, it's here. I got the Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Glow Highlighter, and I got it in the shade Peach Fizz, which is probably too dark for me, but I will figure out a way to work it because I am stubborn. And I also got a loose glitter in the shade Color Wave, which is a green. So I'm going to show that to the camera so you can get a little look. I mean, that's fabulous. In addition to that, they also had this sort of a vault, which, I mean, can we appreciate how pretty this is? So this had the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina Pro Pigment Palette Volume 1, the large one. Now, if you've watched my channel, you'll be like, Teresa, this is definitely a problem because you already have that. Yes, my love. I know I already have it. But I bought it because I figured, well, it was a really, really good deal. And it came with lots of extra bits. And I gave the palette to my cousin because it was her 20th birthday. So it kind of worked out that I was able to get it a little bit cheaper for her anyways, because she is also a lover of makeup. So it kind of worked out. Like, I'm going to keep this box because I just think it's so, so pretty. Like, I mean, well done then. And it came with the palette there, which I'm going to take my Norvina when I get back to Carlo and put it in there. And it came with a couple of glitters, a glitter adhesive, a big eye primer, and liquid eyeliner. So, I mean, it basically worked out pretty darn well for me to get it in the bundle like that. And like I alluded to, I got some stuff from Juvia's Place. Like, don't judge me. I got the Tri-Highlighter Volume 3 by Juvia's because I do think they have just some fabulous things. I don't think people will talk about Juvia's Place enough. And this is what it looks like, which should be a decent shade for me and my little Casper self. I also got the Festival palette by Juvia's Place. I'll open it up and I'll show it to you. It's an older one, but I hadn't got it, and I got it when they had like a crazy sale on, so I was like, but like I said, everything basically that I bought here I've ended up getting on sale. So that's what that looks like. It's quite a warm palette with a sort of a pop of blue. But I think it'll, the vibrancy of their colours is always like really brilliant, and I wasn't originally that drawn to the palette, but when it was so much money off, I was like, well then. I also got 3 concealers. I have one of their concealers, and it's in the shade 24, which is quite light, but I've been using it to cut creases, and it is fantastic for that. So I actually got 2 in the shade 24 because it's good for that, and I got 1 in the shade 23, which can be used more as an actual concealer for me, which does make me kind of go, I'm very pale, and they still managed to have a concealer that was paler than me. So that does let you know how inclusive Juvia's Place's range of skincare, or not skincare, but face products is. And I got a gorgeous little blush from them. I mean, look at the packaging. It's so friggin' cute. I love the design of that. It is Serafina. I'm going to be honest, I really struggled to get that out of its packaging. That was a trial, that was a tribulation. This is what it looks like on the outside. Beautiful packaging, and this is it. It's a very orangey sort of a blush. It's matte. I prefer a shimmery blush, but I figure that is really, really pretty looking. So I'm not mad at that. I still have a lot of stuff to go through here. Do I have problems? I mean, quite possibly. I picked up more Jessic Brushes. They are fabulous. I can't kind of recommend those enough. I got the Jessic 15 pieces in Prussian blue. So I figured that would be nice to put in with my collection. I don't have a problem. Everything is fine. These have fast become my favourite eyelashes. Yes, I got more in the Boots haul, but I got more of these 196 Dramatic 3D lashes by Eyeliner. So I got 3 of those because, you know, you can never have enough apparently. I also forgot to include this as part of the ABH one. This was quite a bit off. It includes 3 of the loose highlighters, so I figure I can use them as highlighters but also as like glowy blushes, so that has pleased me quite a bit. This is quite fragmented because I'm going back and forward on brands, but I am trying my best. As you might know, Morphe has had like a frightening amount of deals, to the point that I may have made a song about it. I will link it down below because, you know, terrible self-promotion, but I got the Morphe Out and About in Smoky Red, and, oh, excuse me, it includes a lip liner in quite a deep red, and there is quite a golden sort of a lip gloss, and a very nice deep sort of cranberry red lipstick, which is very much what I am gravitating towards these days. So I think that was like, I want to say £15 or something like that. I can't remember. And no, I'm not counting up how much all of this cost because I don't need to suffer more during lockdown. That's all I'm saying. I got the Morphe James Charles Artistry palette. I got the large one rather than the mini one because apparently I'm an idiot. But I was like, meh, if you're going to go for it, like, you know. I haven't played with it yet. It's primarily quite neutral, but I'm looking forward to playing with the pops of colour down here. I mean, everyone and their mother knows what this palette looks like, but I thought it would be good for me to have because it seems to be like this sort of a baseline palette that everyone likes to refer to, so I figured it would be good for me to kind of have that, so that if anyone wants me to do something with it, I can, which I know sounds very vague and ominous, but, you know, it means something. God, I have so much stuff here. I talked a bit about Blush Tribe. They are closing down, and that makes me very sad. But I picked up quite a few things in their closing down sale, and I picked up like brush set and stuff, and they weirdly put it in this bag, which is like a clutch, and it has this, and I was like, oh my god, that's amazeballs. I was so happy. So the brushes, I mean, I'm at that point in my life where I'm like, can I have too many brushes? No. I love this little fan brush because I can pretend that I have a mustache. You know, who doesn't want that? They're all very like fluffy, so it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 piece brush set, and I mean, these are the sort of brushes. I mean, I just feel like you just can't have enough brushes until of course you're cleaning them, in which case you're like, oh my god, what have I done to myself? I picked up so many of their pigments that it was a smidge ridiculous. Like, it was like, Teresa, are you alright? It's like, seriously. They had like quite a few nice little bundles on, like for instance there was like a green bundle, so I picked that one up. At this point they're all kind of mixed together, so I can't really remember which went with which, so you're going to have to bear with me. But, oh yes, these two definitely went together. They were part of, like, I think was it a disco duo or something? So there is this shade, which, what was it called? Dusky. Yeah, so it's this sort of colour. And this is, oh my god, the writing is so small. Pink Moon, which is quite glittery. So I was like, ooh, that'll look really pretty. I've got quite a few greens. So there's this shade, which is Sage. It's tricky to pick up on the light, but it's kind of a minty green. I got the shade Fern, which is quite a deep dark green. The shade Virgin Mojito, which is quite fitting. I don't drink. I have the shade Gilgit, which I'm like, I don't know what that means. And this is a multi-chrome. It's called Neelam. Can't really see it. Yeah, you can see how it kind of shifts from green to purple. So that's quite cool. And the last two on that are Pine, which is quite a deep green, and Sky, which is a nice blue. But naturally, that isn't all of it. We're still getting through all of this. I got a Natasha Denona I Need a Nude in the shade Jennifer, because I loved the shade Avril so much that I was like, I'd love to get another one. So this is Jennifer. Again, I'll actually have to get up to show you. So this is the shade Jennifer, which I think looks really, really cute. And in addition to that, I also got the Too Faced Better Not Pout, but if you do keep a glossy set. Again, that was on sale. It was like half price, and I figured, I mean, what girl doesn't love a gloss? I got the e.l.f. Halo Glow sort of setting powder, because loads of people have talked about it, including Elena. I'm linking her channel down below, go find her. I got the Hourglass Vanish Liquid Seamless Foundation in the shade Alabaster. If you followed my channel, you will know that that is actually part of my Project Pan, and this will give you a little bit of a hint as to how that's going. Not that I don't have loads of other foundations to use, but I do really, really enjoy this. So, yeah. I have, of course, lost my mind in pretty much every respect, and I've still got more stuff to talk about. I got the Lottie London Living My Best Life palette, because it seems to be a decent dupe of the Natasha Denona, is it the Tropics palette? And I was like, meh, why not? I deserve nice things. I got the Illamasqua Beyond Powder highlighter, and it is in the shade OMG Burst. And it is just such a beautiful pink and sort of a peach. So I'm looking forward to playing with that. Again, I feel the need to almost like defend myself because I got all of this on sale. But even getting it on sale, I'm like, that is an astronomical amount to be spending and a lot of makeup to be getting. but you know. I also got the Illuminating Electrify Artistry palette, which looks like this. So it's pretty, it's semi-colourful, but mostly quite neutral. At least neutral to me, like neutral by my understanding of these particular things. And I got the Ashantikai blurring powder. Yeah, I finally like just lost my mind and was like, well, I'm getting it. And the packaging is beautiful. I haven't tried it yet. It only arrived today. Or no, not today, yesterday. It's a little hummingbird, and this is what it looks like. So I'm really looking forward to playing with that because, well, you know, I'm 30 now, so I can use any bit of help in that department to make my skin look a little bit better. So I'm shamelessly looking for help at this point. That's right, we still have things that we're talking about here of like boxes of shame. So on this group that I'm in, Sexy Sausages, it's a sort of a makeup Patreon group for Make Me Up Missa, and anyways, there's a sausage sales page where people put up some of their makeup, and one of the girls put up a palette that a NARS palette that hadn't been used. It was still in its box, so she sold that on to me and actually very kindly put in this cute little travel bag for, rather optimistically, when we travel again. I just thought that was very pretty. You know, it's quite a glowy blush, which is, as I said, the sort of thing that I particularly enjoy. And it was like, it was a pretty darn good deal. I can't remember how much it was, but I remember thinking at the time, well done, Teresa. I ended up buying this again from a girl through the sausage sales, and it is the Jeffree Star Alien palette. A lot of you know what this looks like. It's a green purple palette, and I feel pretty darn vindicated in getting this, considering I had hoped that Jeffree Star would come out with a green palette, but apparently not right now, not for Teresa. I got the Morphe 24A Artist Pass. I saw Diana Santiago, she is a YouTuber, she's again through the sausage page. I saw her using it on her channel, and I was like, well then, and she really enjoyed it, so I figured, well, why not get something nice for yourself, because apparently you don't have enough things. So I ended up obviously buying that for myself because I have so many issues. I got the Revolution Patricia Bright palette for myself, and it's really pretty looking. I haven't played with it yet because I have so much makeup, I don't really know what to do with it. It's an interesting problem to be faced with. I got the Morphe Jeffree Star palette. I mean, I haven't played with it yet, but there are so many mixed kind of reviews, particularly in relation to the green shades, which makes me very sad, because if you know me, you will know that green is essentially what I gravitate towards. I picked up this Glam Glow Instant Party Glow, so it includes a Glam Glow Youth Mud Mask and a Glam Glow Good in Bed Passion Fruit Softening Night Cream. And again, that was on offer. It was like leftover from Christmas, essentially. I got the Revolution, I think it's Forever Flawless Birds of Paradise. If you watch Elena Glam on her channel, she has used this, she has reviewed it. And yeah, she's basically convincing me to be less bougie. So I am trying, and that is totes my sort of colour scheme, because we kind of have this joke between us that we are parakeets, and I'm like, we definitely are. We just gravitate towards these bright, fun sort of colours. I got some things from Suva Beauty. So there was a bundle on where you could get 6 of the rather colourful Hydroliners. So I got those, but I also got the Hydroliner in Space Panda, which is white, and part of the bundle was Fanny Pack, which is a green liner, Grape Soda, which is this purple one, Tracksuit, which is quite a blue, sort of like a deep blue, almost a cobalt blue, I also have Acid Trip, which is quite an orange. Scrunchie, which is quite a pink sort of a colour. And Dance Party, which is a yellow. A lot of these are UV activated, so, or not UV activated, but they respond to UV light, so they also included like a little keychain that will like light up UV. And as part of the bundle you also got like a little liner brush, which was great because it's so skinny that I'm like, that should be really precise for doing things. Not that I'm wildly precise, but like I have ideas that I can do things, and then the reality sets in that actually I don't really have the skills to do these things at all. If you watch Elena's channel, you might have seen that I got her the KVD Vegan Beauty Alchemy highlighting palette, and she ended up loving it so much that I was like, why don't I have that for myself? So I saw that there was a sale on Debenhams. I had vouchers, so I got the Crazy for Kittens. It includes the highlighting palette. There's like a liner, the tattoo liner, liquid lipstick, and mini Go Big or Go Home volumizing mascara. So I figured that was a pretty darn good deal, getting all of those together. I got the Morphe Jeffree Star spray, or setting mist, which I know a lot of people hate because of the smell, but I was like, it's cheap, I'll get it, because that's the sort of person I am. I got the Morphe 18B, which is the Make and Bank, which I have heard such mixed reviews about, but if you know me, you know I am a fool for green. So it was down to like, I think like €14 or something, so I kind of felt that, well, I can justify this now because that's who I am. I got the Jaclyn Hill highlighting palette. Trust me, I am as confused as you are that I ended up getting this, because I don't want to say I'm not a fan of Jaclyn, but I'm quite ambivalent about her. Like, I'd like her to do well because I don't ever want to see anybody not doing well, but anyways, I won't get into the drama of that. But this is the highlighting palette. It's so very pretty, and it would totally suit my skin colour. So again, with all of these things, like, let me know which ones you would like to see me using, reviewing, you know, just tell me what you want me to do with these things, because I'm really not sure. I have so much, I don't know what to do. I mean, I know it's a first world problem, isn't it? Like, it's like, get over yourself, woman. Oh god, I got so much stuff. Why did I get so much stuff? I got the Revolution Pro Skin Finish in the shade Luminescence, because I figured that's a good shade for me, because Casper. I got the Benefit Goof Proof Brow Deal in the shade 4.5, which should be a decent shade for me. I got the Coloured Rain Vivid Pigments palette. I ordered this at Christmas, but it finally arrived, so technically it isn't part of my lockdown madness, but it did arrive during lockdown, so we'll count it. I got even more of these darned lashes because I can't even verbalize. And it's so funny because on the back it says I got the 126 and the 121. It says reusable 5 wears, and I'm like, I have definitely worn them more than 5 times, like, definitely. I got the Coloured Rain Power eyeshadow palette, which looks like this. So it's a very purple 9-pan palette, very me. It's, yeah, like, I was going to say it's sort of like the Coloured Rain's Queen of Hearts, but it really isn't. So the only thing it has in common is that there is a little bit of purple in the Coloured Rain and in the Queen of Hearts, and they are of course both Coloured Rain. I got a Revolution Pro 4K blush palette. It arrived quite kind of like dirty and sort of muggy, but whatever, it's a blush palette, and I got it in the shade Peach because I've been feeling a lot of peachy shades these days. I also got the Benefit Bad Gals Lash and Line. So I got with two mascaras, a blue and a black one, and a liner. I got the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Liner in the shade Punk Rock because I am obsessed with their glitter liners. Like it, I mean, there's no other word for it. It is an unhealthy relationship. I got the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Foundation. Can't see what shade. Oh yeah, in the shade Ivory. I know, I am trying. I'm trying to like have more affordable things. I got Meron, which is a mixing liquid for when I'm using pigments. I got the Too Faced Melted Matte liquid lipstick in the shade Nasty Girl, which is that sort of a red colour. I have been obsessing over red these days. It's a little bit frightening. And yeah, there is still more. I know it's terrifying. I got Charlotte Tilbury lipstick in I think it's Magic Red. Yeah, Magic Red. That is just, it's so pretty. Like, what am I even doing with myself? I got an e.l.f. Flawless Finish foundation, and I got that in the shade Swan because I want to try more drugstore things. I am making a conscious effort. I got two of the Luminous Putty primers because I've heard such positive things about them, and I just was like, well, let's have more of these. I got the e.l.f. Contouring Blush and Bronzing Powder in Turks and Caicos because I figured, well, that looks pretty decent. I got a matte putty primer because I want to give that a go. I mean, what does it even involve? I got the Revolution Soph highlighter palette because it seems to be sort of raved about by a lot of people. And believe it or not, we still have things to talk about. Because I got stuff with Superdrug, they sent me on two of these Strong Soul contouring palettes. I mean, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with these or why I have two of them, but apparently that is my life now. I just have a lot of things that aren't 100% necessary. I got the Revolution Forever Flawless Constellation palette. If it'll even come out, it probably won't. No, it's come out. We're doing well. And it looks like this. I mean, in my mind it's quite neutral with some pops, but I mean, the way that I view neutrals is different than what most people do. I'm very aware of that. Feel free to disagree with me, like you're totally entitled to. I also got an Urban Decay Colour Correcting Fluid, the Naked Skin one in the shade Green, because, you know, redness. I got all four of the Barry M holographic toppers. So I got them in, which shades? In Supernova, in, which one is this? It would help if I could read these. Luna, in Asteroid, and in Stardust. So I now have all four of them because apparently you have to collect them all like you're some sort of a Pokemon master. Look, I know, I have problems. And I got a Glam Glow Plump Rageous Matte Lip Treatment because my lips are gross and I will do anything to make them a bit better. I got the Coloured Rain Power Liquid Lipstick in the shade Homicide, and it's just a fabulous deep red. If you can't tell, by the way, I love red. I mean, look at that. Is that not a fabulous shade of red? And by the way, you can't disagree with me. That hurts my feelings, just FYI, you know. And I also got the Urban Decay Brow Beater pencil in the shade Brunette Betty. That is all of the stuff that I ended up buying for myself, which, trust me, I know it's a frightening amount, but I have fabulous, beautiful, incredible, giving, kind, generous friends, and this next part of the haul is essentially stuff that they sent me on for my birthday, and they are just, I can't verbalize how wonderful they are. The first thing that I want to talk about, because this kind of came quite early on, this was part of a present given to me by Elena Glam. She is so lovely and wonderful, and just, like, I can't verbalize how lovely she is as a person. I was so lucky to get to meet her when she was over in Ireland, just before essentially the world went into madness. She has her own YouTube channel. As always, I will link her down below. She is just such a fantastic person, and I am beyond lucky to have her in my life, and I mean this for everyone that I am talking about today, because I have been gifted such beautiful things. And some things that I'm not talking about includes Kelly gave me these beautiful crochet hooks because she knows I love crochet. Amanda sent me on a lovely like little cat fan and cat socks and Maltesers and all of these other fabulous things that don't have anything to do with makeup. MQP sent me on a beautiful little crocheted bat and a piece of art that I plan to hang up in my home when I get back to Carlo. I mean, I was just spoiled rotten. Kelly sent me on a lovely pro makeup book that is just filled with fabulous ideas and amazing artistry. And I know that I'm going to forget people because I just got completely spoiled, and yeah, I can't even verbalize it. And if I haven't mentioned you, it's because I have a shite memory, or your gift hasn't arrived yet, because I know Nikita has basically said I can't open these things until we have a Zoom. So Nikita, I know you've gotten me something, so I want to say thank you. But this is from Elena. That was a very long preamble. She got me the BH Cosmetics Trendy in Tokyo. I mean, you know she's a fellow parakeet, because that's what she ended up getting for me. And if you know me, you will know that I am straight away eyeing up that green. Don't judge me. She also got me the Wet n Wild Bretman Rock Jungle Rock palette, and it's so pretty. So I'm looking forward to using the two of these together. I have yet to film a video where I'm planning on using quite a few of the gifts that my friends have given me, but I will be doing that soon, probably tomorrow. Who knows, it might even be up before I do this. She also got me the BH Cosmetics Illuminating in Ireland, and I was so, like, my little heart wasn't able for it when I saw that, because for me it has special significance because I got to meet her when she was in Ireland. So I'm not even sure if she meant it that way, but I'm picking it up in the sense of, like, there's a sentimental kind of thing there where we got to meet when she came and visited in Ireland. So I'm a softie, and that's the way that I choose to interpret this. But yeah, so those are the first things that essentially arrived from my friends. Isabel sent me on an e.l.f. Halo Glow powder because she is just an absolute sweetheart. Thank you so much. Paula, oh my lord, I need to have words with Paula. Paula is a complete and utter sweetheart. She is so good. She tags me in lots of things on Instagram for new makeup releases, enabler alert, etc. And she sent me on quite a few bits and pieces because, like I said, she's just a fabulous human being. So she sent me on these magic hair clips because I have actually used them because there's a few just lying around the house, but she was like, you always have your hair in your face when you're doing your makeup, and I'm like, sorry. She got me the W7 Life's a Beach matte bronzing powder, so that's what that looks like, which I think should be a decent shade for me. Again, I'll probably use all of this in a video of, you know, makeup my friends got me. I'm thinking of doing it in my Makeup and Murder video. She got me an e.l.f. Hydrating Camel Concealer. Can't see what shade it is, but you know me, I can never see these things. And I probably like, right, yeah, there it is. Fair Rose, because I am a fair rose. JK. Also got the Conceal and Define by Revolution in shade C0.1. It's hard to keep track of everything that was given to me. She also got me, the girls were laughing because they were like, I couldn't tell what brand this was, and I actually have forgotten what brand it is. I think it might be Maybelline, because it's Colour Sensational 207 Pink Fling. And the girls were like, of course you don't know, drugstore. And I'm like, I'm sorry. but it's such a beautiful shade. It looks like a decent dupe colour-wise of the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude in the shade Avril. And she also got me this, which I think is another Maybelline, but I could be wrong. It's hard to tell. This is a Colour Sensational, the mattes. It's in the shade 15, which is Smoky Taupe, which, you know, is just a gorgeous looking colour. So I'm really excited to play with that. She also braved pennies before the lockdown and got me a Prime and Infuse Prep and Perfect in it's like there's hyaluronic acid and coconut oil. I haven't tried it yet because again I wanted to wait, and she got me another one in a watermelon fragrance, so I'm super excited to play with all of those and just see how that goes. She got me, oh my god, like she got me so much stuff, it's actually like frightening. She got me this W7 Metal Flash Metallic Glitter Eyeliner. So it looks to be like a decent dupe of Distortion by Urban Decay, which is so cool. And she also got me the same but in a different shade, in a sort of a deep grey, which is very cool. And she got me a New Look Matte Velvet Lipstick Crayon in the shade Espresso, which is quite a nice deep dark brown. So I'm looking forward to trying that. I'm always frightened of like brown lipsticks because I feel like they won't suit my colouring. Rosie is sort of new to YouTube. She's just a lovely person. She's so kind, and she has two hilarious pugs, and inevitably every time I Zoom with her, a pug is trying to hump her arm. I don't know if that's private and confidential information, but it's out there on the internet now. Sol's Rosie. But Rosie, I mean, God bless her, she's getting so perplexed because she figured out how difficult it is sometimes to have things sent to Ireland and shipping, and it's hard to get me makeup because I will just go off and buy things myself because, you know, I'm an independent woman. And she was getting so annoyed with me because I was going off and buying Charlotte Tilbury stuff, and she was like, oh, for God's sake, woman, what are you doing? Because she had gone off and she had gotten me this beautiful Charlotte Tilbury Kissing Fallen from the Lipstick Tree, and she got it in the shade, if I can remember correctly, yes, Love Bite, and it's this just beautiful orangey red. I need to bring it up to the camera so you can really fully appreciate it. Sorry, you can tell I've used it, like, don't mind my growth lips, but I mean, she just knows me. She knows that I'm going through a fairly intense red phase, and yeah, I mean that's not everything. So keep on watching. I know we're still here, and there's still stuff that I am talking about. This was, I mean, I got the biggest darn package from the incomparably generous and kind and just overall lovely person, Anne-Marie. So she sent on so much stuff. She sent on 2 of these Eco Tool sponges. She sent on a lovely little, I mean, it's so cute. I think it was from B&M or something that she got this, but look at that. It's so adorable. She also got me another one of these Prep and Perfect. It's a coconut, the same one from Pennies or Primark, depending upon whether you are in Ireland or in the UK. She got me this Revolution bronzer. It's huge. It's a mega bronzer in 01 Cool, which I'd say should be a decent match for my pasty self. She knows how much I love Eyelure eyelashes, and she got me the Enchanted set, and it comes with 3 styles of eyelashes. So this is what they look like. I mean, these are probably my favourite, but I know I'll get really good use out of all 3 of them. And in addition to that, part of her getting the priming water was she got me pairs of transparent soap. No, that wasn't a little dig at my personal hygiene, or at least I hope it wasn't. She assures me it wasn't. She wants me to do soap brows, and I do not have the skills for that, and I am going to wait until the beautiful Amanda comes over and she's going to do that on my channel, because she's amazing at it. She also got me this I Heart Revolution Bronzing Hearts in Hot Summer of Love. she went through a whole ordeal with these because she ordered them several times, and it seems that they just keep changing what they look like. This is quite a shimmery bronzer, and she was looking to get me a matte bronzer, but I just think it's so lovely because you get essentially 4 shades in one. So I'm quite happy with that. It's so pretty, and she's just, like I said, just such a lovely, kind, caring person. She got me this. I mean, it just shows that she knows the colour stories I go for. The Revolution Chilled Palette. And greens. Like, it's so clear that she knows me because she knows that I'm going for the greens. So I'm so looking forward to playing with that at some point. Again, you can see I have so much stuff. She got me the Revolution Pro CC Cream Perfecting Foundation with an SPF of 30 in the shade F1. This is part of the new Revolution Pro collection. Again, I have yet to properly try it. I've checked it on my skin, like on my hand, and it looks to be a pretty darn good colour match, so well done her. And she also got me the e.l.f. Hydrating Camel Concealer in Fair Warm. So I now have 2 different ones, which is like amazeballs. I then got this Bare Minerals foundation brush from the beautiful Rebecca. She has her own channel, and it's so funny that she gifted this to me because I kind of go between using a sponge and using a brush, but for the last couple of weeks I have been gravitating quite a bit towards using a brush. So her just giving this, I'm like, oh my god, this is fantastic. So I have yet to play with it. I wanted to show it while it's still all brand spanking new and hasn't been muddied by my terrible hands. But that was just so lovely of her. And the fabulous Katrina, or Catriona. Half of us call her Catriona and half of us call her Katrina, and she's so lovely that she's like, oh yeah, whatever, and I'm like, no, just tell me how to pronounce your name because I'm a horrible person and I need to know. But she got me these Stila Double Dip Suede Shade and Glitter and Glow liquid eyeshadows. And because she knows me so well, she got it in the shade Mint Julep, which is a green. I mean, and look, they're magnetic. Which, honestly, part of that just really, like, friggin' gets to me. I love that, like, you know. And then the very last things, I know, thank God, we're finally there. The very last things that I got were from my wonderful mum, and obviously my dad, but I think in most households, definitely in mine, mum does the purchasing and then dad looks more surprised about the purchase than I do. But she got me the Zoeva Bamboo Concealer Buffer Brush. I'm very excited about using that because like I said before, I kind of can't get enough of brushes. They are my jam, my thing. She also got me a little mini Benefit Georgia blush, which is quite a glowy, peachy blush, which is so what I like. You can see it there. It's just fabulous. And a while ago I had gotten some free, well, so they weren't samples, but they were like deluxe samples with Cult Beauty, and I ended up loving them so much, but it was really annoying because they're super expensive. And I said this to my mother and she ended up getting them for me. She used my code like for Cult Beauty for, you know, when it's your birthday and you get money off. So she got me the Josh Rosebrook Vital Balm Cream. It's a moisturizer. And she got me the Malin and Go Through Vitalizing Eye Cream. So, I mean, to say I got spoiled for my birthday is like an understatement. My lovely friend Maeve got me like a €75 voucher for Lethal Cosmetics. So I haven't gotten anything from there yet. I want to wait until something new and shiny kind of arrives to the site. But knowing them, it'll be something really cool, and I do like their liquid lipsticks. I'm hoping I haven't forgotten anybody. I got lovely cards from like the likes of Lucy, etc. And just, it was so lovely. But you can see even without the gifts, I treated myself. I really treated myself. I want to know what you guys have ended up getting in lockdown. Are there any things that I got that you ended up getting as well? Were you sitting there ticking your list going, I got that, I also got that, and I got that, and I got that, and I got that. Because if so, you're in good company. If not, you have more self-restraint than me, and I could learn a thing or two from you. But that is it. That is the end of the video. Do please like, comment, and subscribe. I am a tiny channel, and I really want to grow. And it's tricky. Do please share, because sharing is caring, unless of course it's an STD, in which case, you know, wrap it up. But sharing my video is actually really helpful because it kind of increases engagement, makes it more likely that YouTube will kind of send this video to other people and be like, hey, look at her, she has issues, and she'll make you feel better about your own life. You know, well, isn't that what we all want? But that is it. That is the end of the video. I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to try and clear away all of this stuff because, I mean, there's actually a frightening amount of stuff that I've chucked into my parents' living room. Yeah, so our recycling bin is going to be pretty darn filled with boxes. But that is it. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.